Hello, you guys. This is Shanae Gilbert of Security Unlimited, and today I'm going to discuss with you guys the many reasons why you should have MCA coverage, our services and our benefits. So, I'm going to tell you guys a story what happened this weekend with a friend of mine, and now after this has happened, I think he's going to get MCA. And if he doesn't get MCA, then I don't know. But anyway, so this weekend, a friend of mine had a car accident. He was riding on the road and ended up running into the back of someone. So he has a Yukon, and his truck ran into the back of this car, which caused some damage to the other vehicle and to his vehicle. Well, in the state of Louisiana, if you run into the back of somebody off top, it's your fault. So that right there is going to be a ticket. Okay, so then on top of that, he only had liability. So now your vehicle, all your damages have to come out of pocket on your end. Now, by you having liability, that only covers the other vehicle. It doesn't cover your vehicle unless you got some other stuff on your coverage or whatever. But mainly the regular liability insurance only covers the other person's vehicle. So, okay, that's all he had was liability. Okay? Which means his vehicle, he can't drive it. So, how he's going to get around, he doesn't have rental car coverage on his insurance. So, now he's got to figure out how he's going to get back and forth to work and then to other places where he needs to go. Then on top of that, his car needs to be towed. Towed to either his home or towed to wherever it is where he wants it to be towed to. But supposedly, which I don't understand this at all, but supposedly the tow truck that came out told him that they couldn't tow it to his house, that they can only tow it to the tow yard. Which I've been in an accident before, and I've known for the tow truck guy to ask, well, where y'all want me to take this vehicle to? And we're telling me to take it to the tow yard or to take it to wherever we want him to take it to. But that wasn't the case for him. Okay, and there were no injuries. But just to say, if there was an injury on his end anyway, he could be getting $500. Now, I'm going to tell you how MCA comes into play for this whole thing, for the whole accident that took place. Number one, because he ran into the back of somebody, and because off top, period, because he had an accident, it's a moving violation. Which means if you have a moving violation, that's going to go on your driving record. A lot of people don't know that. But you have a moving violation, it's going to go on your driving record. And then when you go to get insurance, or when you got to renew your insurance, and they see that this accident is on there, it's going to raise your rates. How MCA comes into play is we can appoint a lawyer to stand in court for you, because when you have a moving violation, especially for either it's a speeding ticket or either for the accident like what happened with him, you're gonna have to go to court. So by him having to go to court, we can have MCA can have a lawyer stand in court for him. That way he don't even got to show up to court. They'll stand in court for him, and they'll either try to throw the ticket out, or either they'll try to get the ticket at a lower offense, like maybe like a seatbelt something, or a seatbelt ticket, or no brake tag, something like that. By them doing that, he doesn't have to worry about that ticket being on his record and showing up when he goes to file for his, well, not when he goes to file, when he goes to renew for his insurance, which can raise his rates if it shows up on there. But it won't, because the lawyer will get the ticket, like I say, at a lower at a lesser charge. I'm sorry. So that's one way that MCA comes into play. By him getting a ticket, the lawyer will help take care of that. With the towing, by this tow truck company not wanting to take the vehicle where he wanted it to, he can call MCA up, let them know he needs his vehicle towed to his house, is where he wanted it towed to, because he has a mechanic already that can look at it and work on it. Or even he could have got it towed to his mechanic. But that's not the case, because now he's got to come out of pocket even more, for one, to pay for towing to get it from the tow yard to the destination of his choice, and then whatever storage fees now that he has to pay. All of that could have been eliminated if he had MCA, because MCA would have came out with would have found somebody to come out to tow him and took it to his house, or, like I said, whatever destination that he wanted it taken to. Okay, so that's 2. Towing. Let's see. Just say, for instance, there were some injuries that were to take place in this accident. If that would be the case, then, hold on a second. Y'all have to excuse me, because I have to keep pausing this video, because I have rude people that keep coming and interrupting me, and I'm trying to get this over with, so I can let y'all know the importance of having MCA, and why my friend should have had it, because now he's about to come out of pocket a whole lot of money. The other thing is, because he has liability, most likely when people have liability, they don't even think about getting like a rental car coverage on their car, on their policy. So now, how you gonna get around? With MCA, we cover you up to $500. If you have a local accident, they'll cover you up to $500 for car rental. So that'll help him out right there. That's another way that MCA helps. And then lastly, the way that I definitely would not want it to help, but it's there, is the accidental death and disbursement benefits. Just say, for instance, with this accident, say, for instance, my friend would have died. Thank God he had no injuries, so we're good. But just to say, if he would have died, by him having MCA, he is allowed to get these accidental death benefits, which, of course, if he was to die, he wouldn't get them, but his estate would get them, or whoever he has set up for his beneficiary. That's another way that MCA comes into play. So, and I wrote it down so that I don't forget, and just because, like I say, I have people keep coming up, interrupting me and making me forget. Bad enough I forget stuff like talking about anyway. But so let's go over the ways that MCA would have came into play for this situation. 1 would have been the towing. 2 would have been the travel assistance reimbursement, which would have been for the rental car. 3 would have been for lawyer fees, because now that he's got a citation, he's going to need somebody to stand in court for him. That would have been taken care of. And then, like I say, if there would have been any injuries, when he goes to the emergency room, they'll pay him up to $500 just for going to the emergency room for whatever injuries that he would have sustained during this accident, if he would have had any. And like I say, lastly, if there would have been any type of death, there's that accidental death in this dismemberment coverage. So, like I have to keep telling people, don't sleep on MCA. Don't be around here and not have this coverage, because you never know when something's gonna happen. Nobody knows when an accident's gonna happen. And for me myself, I've had three, and all three of them I didn't know that they were gonna happen when they happened. But like I say, you don't need it until you need it, so be covered. I have to stress that, like, over and over. Like, get this service. I mean, that's just ways that it would have helped my friend if he would have had it just in an accident. Now, there are other way more benefits that MCA offers, but don't be put into a situation where it's going to have you coming out of pocket way more than what you can afford. It's only $39.90 to start, and it's $19.95 a month. Now you compare that $19.95 a month to right now, for my friend, he about to come out of pocket some money. So I know for one thing, he got to pay for this tow truck, and I done called around for him, and for that's like $135 right now. For some people that's not a lot of money, but when you working paycheck to paycheck, you got bills to pay. And when something unexpected like this comes along, something like this unfortunate comes along, this is when you need this type of coverage. Don't look at it as, oh well, I'm paying this $19 every month, and then I don't ever need it. Okay, you pay insurance every month, and I mean, even though insurance is totally different, because I feel like that's just a straight rip off anyway, because I feel like when you paying car insurance at the end of that 6 months, or at the end of the year, whatever the term is for that insurance, that I think you should kind of get some of that money back. But anyway, but yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Just discuss one of the reasons why you should have MCA. So I'm gonna go, because this is still my birthday weekend. As you see, I got my little shirt on. It says pay me, it's my birthday. And I'm going to finish enjoying my birthday weekend, but I did have to let y'all know one of the many reasons why you should have MCA coverage. You want to get this coverage, then look at the description section. All my information will be there, and most likely I'm going to put it at the end of this video so that you guys can know how to contact me, so that you can get further information and details about MCA. The service is for real. It's a legit company. I've used the services twice already, and I've only been with MCA 2 months. Your services are active within 24 to 48 hours. Once they process your payment, you are good to go. So, like I keep telling y'all, stop sleeping on MCA, because it is the real deal. Like, I can't say it enough. Like, you need to get the services, because you never know. Like my slogan says, you don't need it until you need it. So be covered. Simple as that. I'm about to go and enjoy my weekend. Y'all be safe, be good. I'm out.